What's up, guys? I'm Support, and you're back with episode 8 of Attack of the B Team. Yeah. In between episodes, I don't really think we did much. Last episode, we went to the Tropic Half Dimension, and I just looked around pretty much. Killed anything that I couldn't transform into before, like all of this stuff. Giant freaking Brachiosaurus. Okay. Giant Brachiosaurus, and then we get back to this other stuff. Alright, this episode, we're doing thermal expansion. Yep, doing thermal expansion again. But before we do that, I've got a few emeralds, I got some string, and I got some aluminum brass. So, what can you do with this, you might ask? Also, what are you seeing in the top right corner, like moving around a bit? It's my fez. I figured out that you can actually be able to look at your hat in F1 mode. And I thought that would be really cool to add, at least for this episode. I don't know, it depends upon if I like it or not. By the way, you might be wondering, what are we doing with the 5... Hold on, I need to get rid of this. There we go. What am I doing with all this stuff? Well, Tinker's Construct stuff has a modifier that you can make. Basically, if I remember right, it's like so. Maybe not. Maybe like that. There we go. Where you can make silky cloth. Then you can surround emeralds around, or with silky cloth, and you get silky jewels. Now, what can you do with silky jewels? Well, you can add them to tools, and they add silk touch. Yep, so I'm adding silk touch to my hammer right now because I had an extra modifier there. And adding it to my excavator, just because it seems like both of those seems like it would be a good idea to have silk touch on. Just, I don't know why, it just seems like it could be a good idea. But otherwise, that's pretty much what I had planned for right now. For first, and now that we're done with that, oh yeah, I was also getting a bunch of cobalt and ardite. And I also did repair my hammer a little bit with some of the cobalt I got. But, whatever. Alright, so. Oh. Didn't even know. Well, let's just empty out this quickly, see how much is in here. There are 6 ingots. I'll wait for a little bit. So now, okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so if I am going to do thermal expansion, I feel like I need a room to be able to do this. So I might just keep on extending down in order to do a bunch of thermal expansion stuff. So I will basically be right back once I have that room dug out. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I am back. I did end up digging out this room. I added some marble, chiseled marble on the floor. I had some basalt brick for the walls, and I decided just to go normal stone for the roof. Just because, I haven't really used normal blocks to build too much, so figured might as well go stone. Also, it makes it so that it's obvious that it's underground, kind of. So that's pretty much my idea of this. And I just decided I kind of wanted to show you what kind of stuff I got while mining this all out. So, a few of these things are things I got with my hammer, like stone and such. And then, in here, this is everything we got from mining this out. We got over a stack of coal. We got over a stack of diamonds. Over a stack and a half. That's a lot of diamonds. Plus 3 diamond ores I'm going to turn into diamonds right now. 6. A stack plus 44 diamonds, and then all of this stuff. That's just crazy how much I got from just mining out this little area. Alright, so that's pretty much that. Now, we need to start focusing on actually building machines. And there are a few machines I want to build to start out with. A couple, not too many though. Not too much. Don't want to get too into thermal expansion, just because I've already gotten into it plenty. So, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so a few of the machines I want to get into. Well, first of all, obviously I want to get the... Where is it? Steam Dynamo, because that's what's going to give us our power. Maybe a leadstone energy cell to store up stuff. Glowstone illuminator. Fancy. Let's see here. I want the redstone first. Maybe the pulverizer. Sawmill maybe. I don't know. Actually, there are a good amount that I actually want. I just realized. But, oh well. For now, this will just have to do. Okay, so let me just quickly empty out my inventory and then I will get back to building stuff. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I've got a bunch of just random things I would need to start building this stuff. So, I guess let's just get started. So, first thing we need to make are the ways we're going to get power, which are the steam dynamos. So, in order to make these, we need a bunch of copper, transmission coil, which is silver and redstone and iron. So that's really easy to get. All you need. Let's just turn all these into ingots for now. Just go. Oh, dang it! No, I'm screwing up so badly. Yeah, make them all ingots slash whatever stuff they are. So there we go. Alright, so now if I remember right, I need 2 copper gears per, and I think that I'll make 4. That seems like a good number. I don't know. Either way, I do have the materials to waste though too. As you can see in first of all the ingot chest and in the ores chest. Alright, so now we got these. Now we need 4 transmission coils. Oops, those are 5. 5 isn't 4. Those aren't the same number, I think. Why do I keep on pressing 5? I don't know. So confused. Oh wait, no, that's not right. That's like that, and then like that. There we go. 4 steam dynamos. Now, how these steam dynamos work, place one down, you fill it with coal, you also fill it with water, and it'll produce steam, which will basically produce power. But how are we going to get water in here other than just fill a bucket up and place it in there? Well, first let me grab my where is it? Oh wait, it's in here. Aha. My crescent hammer, I'm going to pick that up. We are going to need the, wherever it is. There it is, Acoustic Emitter. So for this we need a bucket, pneumatic servo, which easy stuff to make. Where's the Acoustic? There. Machine frame, easy. Oh wait, there we go. Glass, tin, and a bucket. Which, do I have a bucket at all? Tools. I do not have a bucket there. Aha, but I do have a bucket there. Aha, I'm so good at this. Oh no, no, I don't want to go down the ladder. Okay, okay, I'm good. Okay, so now we need to make our stuff. So let's make a machine frame. We got that on check. Oh wait, no, we don't. We don't need that. We don't need that yet. Okay, I was mistaken that for pretty much every other machine in this. Because you need those for that stuff. Alright, let's just get back on track and create our pneumatic servo. Like so. There's we go, pneumatic servo. Now, acoustic emulator, we need bucket, tin, glass, machine frame, and pneumatic servo. There we go, acoustic emulator. Now I'll show you how that works once we basically start setting up everything. But for now, we have 2 more things to make, which is redstone furnace and pulverizer. So as you can see, make this, you need brick and stuff, which I have been preparing, making. There we go. So I think we might want to make 2 redstone furnaces at least, just so that we don't have to keep on running on these furnaces, and we can start running on dynamos, which, I mean, takes coal, but I'm pretty sure it's better either way. Alright, so back to building. Redstone furnace. Machine frame, redstone reception coil, a bunch of these stuff. Alright. Okay, so is that iron? Yeah, it is iron. For some reason I didn't recognize iron. Jeez, that's kind of sad when you don't recognize iron, what iron looks like in Minecraft. That's just kind of sad. Oh no, I don't want that. There we go. And now, we pretty much have everything we need already here. Now let's see your bricks, what we need there, and copper. There you go, 2 redstone furnaces. Now, the main last thing I want to make is the pulverizer, which basically all this stuff. So we need a piston. Easy enough. Should I make 2 of these? Why not? I'm making 2 furnaces, might as well make 2 of these. Well, for now I'll go with 1, for now. Just, guys, it's okay. I'm just doing this for now. You don't have to cry. I mean, I know that I cry at most times, but you don't have to. Okay. Just thought I would bring that out there. Just, you don't need to cry. I mean, I'm a crier, but that doesn't mean you have to be one. And this is just being completely random, and I have no idea what else to say right now about that, so let's just move on to what I'm doing right now, which is building the pulverizer. Boom. Alright, for now, that's pretty much everything I wanted to make so far. Maybe there might be other things I might want to get to later, but for now, this is good. Alright, before doing that, we need to fill up another water bucket. We need more water than this. I don't want to risk it. Risk screwing up something. Alright, so we got 2 water buckets. Oh, I was really scared that was actually going to spill out my water and it was going to go everywhere on the farm. You screw up everything, and then I couldn't be lazy anymore, and I would actually have to move it instead of just saying that I could do it later. But I don't want that. I don't want to not be lazy. God. Okay, here we go. We made it here. Now let's set all this stuff up. So, forgot to make pipes. Forgot to make leadstone energy conduits. Hey, I got stuff for it anyway. Hey, sweet. Totally didn't plan that, guys. You know, totally didn't. And boom. Yeah, we got our leadstone energy conduits. Alright, so let's just place these in a pattern like so. Leadstone energy conduits. And some dynamos. There we go. Now we're going to need to add water to this, which is where the Acoustic Emitter comes in. So first of all, we need to dig behind here, which I'm going to go bird form. Forgot that this isn't bat form, it's bird form. Yeah, bird form. Alright, and go right behind here, dig out a little area back here. Okay, basically how the Acoustic Emitter works alone, as you can see, it really slowly generates water. And if you add 1 water bucket to the side, it doesn't do anything. But when you add another water bucket, 2, basically creating an infinite water source if the Acoustic Emitter wasn't here. Where's my other bucket? There it is. Boom, look at that. It's filling up really quickly right now. Fills up 800 millibuckets per second pretty much. So there's that, and I need to also make fluid ducts. I'm sure I have some, I'm just too lazy to go back up there. Let's see, lead. There we go. Fluid ducts. Okay, so now we need to lead all this from, hold on, let me just block that area off a little bit. Don't know, just a little OCD stuff. And then we just need to go like this. There we go. So, oh god, what's going on? I got scared for a second, jeez. And looking here, all of it's filling up with stationary tropics water, which is basically water. Alright, so now we have those. Everything should be filling up with stationary water. Now I need to quickly go grab some coal to show you how it's powered and such. And I feel like I need to sneeze. But it's one of those moments where you can't tell if you're actually going to sneeze or not. So, just really annoying though. It's, dang it, sneeze or not. Just sneeze if you're going to already. Alright, for now, let's just grab a stack of coal. I'm definitely going to need to go mining for coal eventually. But for now, we are dealing with our thermal expansion stuff. And why does my throat kind of hurt? I have no idea. Either way, it is starting to hurt, but I am going to power through this episode. I'm going to do this for you guys, so I don't have to take another long break like I just did earlier this episode with pretty much having it be overnight. So yeah, that's basically how mine works. Okay, here we go. I was going to show you how it powers. Alright, put coal in here. Since there's nothing really to connect to, it starts filling up this redstone flux. Basically, its internal storage will start filling up. And once this reaches full, it'll stop burning up the coal, and it'll just basically sit there until the power gets used, which all thermal expansion machines use redstone flux power, which is what power steam dynamos produce. Yeah. Okay, so now I think I might have this entire wall reserved to energy, because eventually, if I can figure out a way how, I'm going to basically get tons of power for thermal expansion stuff. So let's just put that like pulverizer right here. That seems fine. And then redstone furnaces have one right afterwards, just so that in case I want to make some sort of like, what's it called, like automate this, where it's like you put the ores in here and then they'll automatically go into here and then a chest right there. Then we'll just put a redstone furnace right there, just in case I just want to smelt something random. Right, and now, something about these thermal expansion machines, all of them have this configuration where you can basically change the colors to blue, red, yellow, orange, a bunch of different colors. Where basically, if you do blue, that's where it inputs stuff. If you have red, it outputs stuff. Yellow, it also outputs stuff. And orange basically outputs all of these. But right now we want blue to be an input. So basically we're going to set up a hopper up there. Do I have the things to make a hopper? Yes, I do. Just need a chest and iron. There we go. So you basically place the hopper on top of here, and anything that goes on top of there will just go down into the pulverizer. Now, right now we want to basically be able to output things from here into the furnace over here, which reminds me, want that to be blue and that to be orange. Alright, so red will output all the stuff on this slot. Yellow will output everything down here, but okay, just something about the pulverizer. Sometimes when you put something in the pulverizer, there's a byproduct in it. So like, let's say you put some iron ore in there. You'll get two pulverized iron, pulverized iron here, and there's a chance you could get one pulverized ferrous metal down here. So basically, we don't want there just be random stuff here, because if we like go from iron to, let's say, copper or something, then the copper won't smelt because there's something in here, so copper can't put its byproduct there. Hopefully I'm making sense and explaining things well, because I think I'm doing pretty well with this. So right now we want orange, so basically anything in either of these two slots will basically be outputted onto an inventory next to it that'll accept stuff like that, which, since we have it configured like this, it will redstone first will accept something into it if it's being piped in or anything like that. So now I want to make another chest quick. Oh, those are bricks. There you go. So now finally add a chest. So basically, since this is outputting, anything that goes into here will automatically go into the chest and be smelted up, like so. And now for this one, we want there to possibly be an input there if I ever need to. And then output, we're going to have the orange be right over here. Now, so that basically anything that gets smelted in the redstone furnace will get outputted into this chest. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, so now we've got that done. Now we need to get our power over there, which basically all you need to do is connect these less known energy conduits up to these machines, and they'll start gaining power and be able to run and all that stuff. So we won't have to rely on crazy amounts of coal. Instead, you'll just have to rely on less coal, or a little bit less. Alright, so let's just quickly go around here. Get down to where I need to be. Nope, that's the crafting table. Alright, so we need these. Supposed to go here. Basalt brick goes here. Oh, wait. Okay, so we still need that. And then basically just dig behind here and accept leadstone energy conduits. So one thing you should basically know about this, since you might ask yourself, since you configure stuff for items going in and out, do you have to do that with energy too? Nope. All you need to do is just connect a conduit onto it and it'll start gaining power from basically a source of power, which are the dynamos over there. So let's just quickly connect all of this stuff up like so. Go all the way down here. And boom, these should be gaining energy. See, look at that. They're gaining an internal buffer of redstone flux. So that's basically, that's all I mainly plan to do so far. I might make more machines depending on how much time there's. So let me just check how long I've been going and I will see you for either the outro or more stuff. Alright, so seems like we have about like 5 minutes left, I would say. Which I could end, well, maximum. I could end up the episode here, but I kind of want to just finish it off by just showing you one more thing. One more thing to build, and that thing is the leadstone energy cell. So, leadstone energy cell, basically all that does is just connect it onto these leadstone energy conduits, and basically it'll just store store energy into it. It's basically like, you know, you just need extra power or backup power, then you just put the leadstone energy redstone or leadstone energy cell there. Same with the hardened one, the redstone energy and the resonant energy. Except we're not going to get to these two for a while. So let's just go with this one, which is really easy to make. All I need is this block of redstone. I think I just have enough redstone actually. Just enough redstone left over. There's that. And now let's see, do I have enough? Please tell me I have enough. Yeah, I do. Just enough. Look at that. Look at that. What? Well. Okay, so we need electrum. Wait, I could have sworn that was a normal, and I could have sworn that we didn't need electrum for this. Weird. Either way, one way we're going to get this is silver and gold, which induction smelter, or, if I remember correctly, well, let's just quickly go up here. You can do a little bit of a cheatsy kind of thing with this. If I get rid of all this Ardite, let's just get rid of this stuff. We don't want you here. Don't want you here right now, Ardite. You're not welcome. We need to smelt up gold and silver. And I'm pretty sure this is all the Ardite. Yeah. So while that cooks up, I'm just gonna quickly grab some grab some redstone and get rid of all of our excess stuff. And I'll quickly just be right back once I get down there and basically wrap up the episode. So see you then. Alright, there we go. I am back and I got electrum and I completely forgot the redstone. Basically I just empty out my inventory. Just like, oh, well, time to go back down. I mean, nothing else to do, right? Right, I'm not forgetting redstone, the main reason why I went up here. No, that's crazy. No. I am so good at remembering things. So good at it. Alright, so now, boom, we got our conductance coil. Now, I put the copper away. I put the copper away. I need the copper. I need the copper to make that, but I put it away. You know what? You know what? I just want. I'm done. I am done with this. Just have your damn energy cell. I don't even want it there. I want it right there. Take that. Oh yeah, and also by the way, configure for this actually does configure with the energy. But I'm done. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you all for the next episode. Bye.